touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Panthers and the Titans under the lights on Thursday night.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
To throw quickly, here's Mariota. Quick slant here to Woods. 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A toss left, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. The Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run the option left. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans now just about ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
(3-3), a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game was starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That is
is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Put that one down one time for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point.
On the move to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now back to throw.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Following the interception here, Mariota. His throw incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Mariota.
Running the slant, that's Hooper.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. 1st down, Mariota. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Mariota now from the 50.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips.
And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. And meanwhile, for the Titans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mariota hands to Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 15. They begin with Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mariota now. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Mariota.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience had to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out come the Titans now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mariota gives to Henry. Down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 1st down. Here's Corral with it.
Over the middle to Smith.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Back to throw, Corral.
And he fires one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Corral. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd and 10, Corral.
And he rifles one incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Corral looking for another pass here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down, here's Corral. Open man, Parham, he's got him. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the 1st as he's tackled at the 47. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Willis. Check down, complete to Haskins.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, no, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Willis now off of play action. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Corral.
And that is incomplete.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
To throw, here's Willis.
And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. So corralling the Panthers now. Down by 15. A minute 45 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Corral. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Corral. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Running left, Haskins down to the 22-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Running for it, Haskins. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3. But I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.